This demo shows off only one of many possible blockchain applications that Intercoin develops for communities worldwide. We like to call it DeFi 2.0 because it basically serves entire organizations. In this case, we're going to talk about how a company or organization can pay out to people, employees, contractors, and so on. So let's get started. First, you have to create a community contract in order to represent your organization. You create various roles like manager or consultant, and then you invite them into the organization. Now, when they actually get the wallet, it's gasless. So we have a way to actually get them onboarded without having to use Ethereum. Here are the Ethereum addresses involved in this demo. We set up a regular ERC20 token. It can be any token, including the company's own internal script that it might want to pay out to employees. We verify that the contract's been approved on the blockchain. And now we want to create an income contract developed by Intercoin in order to pay out to people. Here we go, the income contract has been created and initialized with a 0 balance. Now we're transferring 1,000 tokens to IncomeContract in order to manage the disbursement to people. We're adding the manager and the consultant addresses there too. Okay, we've added the consultant. And now we want to add some limits. We want to say that there's 10 tokens available per 100 seconds, let's say. Otherwise, you can't pay more than this to the recipient. All right, so we have now the consultant account, 0 received, and 10 have been unblocked, so you can send 10 tokens. So the manager pays 10 tokens to the consultant. The consultant account now received 10 tokens, and another 10 has now been unblocked, so the manager pays another 10 tokens to the consultant. Now the consultant has 20 tokens, and 20 are still blocked. Now the consultant themselves has a 0 balance in their wallet and needs to call claim in order to withdraw the tokens to their personal wallet so they can spend them. All right, here we go. The income contract is now paid out 20 tokens to the consultant. Now the manager is waiting until other tokens will be unblocked. If they try to use it now, they'll get an error. And now they can finally pay out 15 more tokens to the consultant. The consultant claims those tokens into their wallet, making their balance 35 tokens. Now, the manager could try to send over this allowed limit and they would fail because, again, the whole point is to control and delegate how the money is being used, but at the same time put limits in place. But the manager can finally pay out the remaining 5 tokens that were allowed. The consultant claims the tokens, and now they got paid successfully the full amount for the project. Intercoin helps to create these things, but of course the demo that you saw here works with the backend. We've already created the smart contracts, but now we need to do 2 things, and that's why we're applying to the accelerator as well. We need to make sure that these contracts are essentially audited for security and different types of attacks. There's more than just payment contracts. We also have contests where you reimburse and reward people outside of your community, and so on. We need to make sure that these things are actually safe. For example, if you entered a contest and you bribed all the judges, you would be able to steal everyone else's tokens. Those kinds of attacks need to be identified and mitigated in the contracts. And finally, we need to make sure that there's a user interface because this demo, as you can see, is mostly narrating what would happen through Etherscan and other ways to interact with the blockchain. The whole point of Intercoin is to make crypto mainstream so that people can actually use the Intercoin app and other apps on the stores in order to actually interact with these contracts. These contracts are now living on the Ethereum mainnet. We're also porting them to XDAI chain, which is much cheaper and faster, and Binance chain. So let's talk, and I'd love to explain more together with our team. Thank you very much.